everyone, welcome back to Cooking with TK. Today, you guys, we are going to make some delicious, easy, homemade chili that anyone can make. When I tell you guys that this recipe is so simple and so easy, and that you can make it within under an hour, guess what? You can. So if you would like to know how I made this delicious chili recipe, real simple and easy and quick, see all those delicious beans and that meat, yes, that ground beef, the onions, the bell peppers, and I topped it off with some sour cream and some green onions and some cheese, then this is the video for you. Let's get into this video. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, everyone, so that you be notified each and every time I upload a video. Let's get started. Okay, everyone, the ingredients that you will need to make a huge pot of homemade chili. This is simple and easy. It's just a lot of ingredients because we have a huge pot. Okay, let's go from our veggies first. I have a large and a small onion. I'm going to chop those up. I'm going to use a large and a small bell pepper. I'm going to chop those up. I'm going to use some green onions. I'm going to chop those up, but this will be for garnish on the top. I'm using 2 packs of the McCormick chili seasoning. I'm going to take 1 pack of the beefy onion soup mix out. Just 1. I'm going to use 3 pounds of ground beef. We're going to use black pepper for taste, garlic powder for taste. We're going to use some chunky garlic stirring paste. Now, you can use minced garlic or you can chop up some garlic as well, okay? And I'm using some bone broth, okay? This is about 32 ounces of bone broth, which is beef. If you don't have that, use some bouillon. I'm using 12 ounce and 6 ounce can of tomato paste. I'm using 2 cans of the seasoned diced tomatoes in sauce, green chili spices for medium chili. I'm using 2 cans of those, and the only thing you need to do is add meats and beans. It's a chili starter, okay? The type of beans that I got is I got the chili beans, pinto beans by Bushes, because they're already ready for homemade chili, and it's in a mild chili sauce, okay? Now the smaller can that I got, the chili beans by Bushes is in hot chili sauce, and I'm gonna add some hot sauce. I'm not gonna use any pepper, so those will be what I'm using for spices. Now if you don't have this can, you can use Rotel. And Rotel has a medium or high, and they do have a chili starter one as well, okay? I just pulled all this stuff out my cabinet, and I pulled the ground beef out my fridge, and I said, let's get it. Let's make some chili. I had the taste for some chili, okay, you guys? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop my veggies, and I'm going to brown my ground beef. Okay, everyone, so I have my veggies chopped. These are my green bell peppers, my onion, and my green onions. I opened up my Lipton onion soup mix and my chili seasoning by McCormick. That's ready to go. I opened up all of my diced tomatoes. I opened up my chili beans by Bushes. I have my tomato paste open. I have my tomato sauce open. I have everything ready to go. So I'm going to brown my ground beef, you guys. I am going to season up this ground beef with some black pepper. And I'm going to add some garlic powder to it. Remember to season your beef as to not to add salt, because those seasoning packs have salt in them. Now, towards the end of the cooking process, if you taste it and you feel like you need to add more salt to yours, then go ahead, add more salt by any means. But me, I am watching my salt intake, and that Lipton onion soup mix has a lot of salt in it, okay, you guys? So what I'm going to do now is, while this ground beef is cooking. Remember, I have 3 pounds. I am going to go ahead and add the seasoning and the veggies, okay? So, first let's go ahead and let's add our black pepper, okay? And don't be afraid to use your black pepper, okay? Now we're going to add in some garlic powder, okay? Okay. And that's about 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Now this is 3 pounds of ground beef, okay? And we're going to start mixing all this stuff together. And that's all you do is just mix it together. Okay? Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dump all of my veggies in here, okay? Sorry, y'all. Trying to get it all off of here, off my plate. And I am going to stir my veggies in with my meat. And I'm going to allow them to cook with my meat. It's going to season my meat, okay? And it's not going to cook too hard. But we're going to add flavor to our meat. And these veggies are going to add flavor to the rest of our chili. So this is how I make a large pot, easy, homemade chili. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add in my garlic. Okay. That's about 1 tablespoon and a half of garlic. So if you have a whole garlic clove, just use a whole garlic clove, you guys. And remember, if you're using minced garlic, it's the same, okay? And you're going to stir that in. Give it a good stir so that that garlic can get all around, okay? And now I'm going to add in my Lipton onion soup mix, okay? I got 1 pack. That's it. You don't want to add any more than that. You don't even have to add in a whole pack. You can add in a half. But this is the beefy onion soup mix, okay? And I'm going to give this a quick stir, you guys. Now, you see the oil at the end? If you have a lot, remember you're going to have to drain that, okay? Before you get ready to add everything to your big pot, okay? So that's what I'm doing now. Just stirring everything together before we get ready to mix everything into our big pot, which is the next step. Anybody can do this easy at home chili recipe, simple ingredients that you can find in your local grocery store and things that you may already have in your cabinet. Now, if you don't have the pinto beans, remember you can use red kidney beans in the can, okay? Okay, you guys, now it's time to start our chili magic. Let's go ahead and let's get ready to pour our Bush's chili beans, our cans in. And remember, we're not draining the sauce off of these type of beans, okay? This is just for chili. So you want all of that flavor out of these Bush's chili beans, okay? And remember, I'm using 2 1-pound cans, and I'm using 1 small chili bean can, and that one is it says 16 ounces too, but I beg to differ. Okay, so we got those in, okay, and this is how we're going to start determining how much of sauce to go ahead and add. Let me stir this in, okay? Now let's go ahead and add our chili starter cans in with the tomatoes. That's next, okay? And these are 2 15-ounce cans, okay? So I'm using 2 of those. Now we got that in. Now we're going to add in that 1 can of tomato sauce. That's 15 ounces as well, okay? This is going to be a sort of thick like chili, you guys. Okay. And remember, this is a big pot. I want y'all to bag back and let you see it. This is a huge pot, okay? It's not a small pot. Okay, mix all this in. Like so. It smells good already, and we haven't even begun everything, y'all, okay? So now, I'm going to go in, and I'm going to add in my beef broth, okay? I'm not going to add in all of it just yet. I'm going to start out slow. So that's about, let me see, 16 ounces of that so far, okay? Because we want this to cook down. And we're going to let this cook down for about an hour or two, you guys. Because we want everything to mesh together and taste so good. So now I'm going to go in. I'm going to add the rest of my bone broth. And that's beef. Remember that, you guys. Beef. Okay? If you have chicken, you can use chicken, and you can use vegetable broth. Okay? Just beef broth goes better with ground beef. Okay? Now I'm going to add in my tomato paste, you guys. Okay. Okay, you guys, so now I'm adding in my tomato paste. This is the small can, and I'm going to add in that large can. This small can is 6 ounces, okay, which is 12 ounces, you guys, of tomato paste. That's why I had my cans open and ready to go, because there's so many of them, okay, y'all? Okay, so I have my tomato paste in, and now what I'm doing is I am stirring everything together, okay? And remember, you're going to turn your eye down on low. You don't want this to be on high. So now I'm going to add in my chili seasoning packs. Those are the last two things to add in, okay? That's 1, 2, and we're going to add in some hot sauce. If you like to add a little heat to your chili, okay? You're just going to dab it all the way around. And I would say that 3 tablespoons of hot sauce if you like spice. If not, just do 1 to 2 tablespoons, okay? But that's what I like. We're going to add some black pepper because we only added in our ground beef, remember. So I'm going to add some black pepper on top of this seasoning. So when I stir it, my black pepper goes in there as well, okay? And I would use 3 tablespoons of black pepper for this large amount. I'm going to add some more garlic powder, okay? Like so. And let's go ahead and let's stir this together. And then we are going to put a top on this. And we are going to allow this to simmer down, okay? If you like thick chili, and this could be the chili for you. If you like thin chili, just add a little bit more liquid to it. And I'm not going to add broth. What I would do is I would just add more water. And we're going to allow this to cook and simmer for about an hour, okay? It's not going to take too long, okay? Some people allow theirs to cook for 2 or 3 hours. If you're using a crock pot, then that's best for you. I'm only going to take an hour on mine, and then it will be ready. No longer than an hour and 30 minutes, okay? So I'll be back when it's done, you guys. Okay, everyone. So our easy homemade chili recipe is done. This chili is packed full of flavor. It's delicious. I hope you guys try this recipe. And to finish it off, I am going to top it with some green onions like so, because green onions add a lot of delicious flavor. We are going to add us some cheese and a dollop of sour cream, you guys. And this just adds a little more in-depth flavor to our delicious chili. It just ties everything all together and brings it on home, okay? I hope you guys try this recipe for you and your family. And stay tuned to my channel for another video. Peace and have a great day.